In the autumn of 2009, the then Managing Director of JIC, Dr. Musla Al-Otaibi, gave instructions to the English Language Centre that they were to change its curriculum with all possible speed. Amending, reviving, or improving the Aramco course was not an option. Certainly, there were problems with the Aramco course. It did what it was designed to do very well. Most of our students enter their specialization with an ability to communicate which is comparable or even better than any in the kingdom. After all, that is why Aramco designed their course, to produce operatives who can communicate effectively and efficiently. Where the Aramco course is lacking is that it was not an academic course, and our students' ability to write is, shall we say, limited. Both in terms of structure and vocabulary, something needed to be done to improve the standard of our students' writing. One of the criticisms often levelled at the Aramco course by other departments at JIC is that students are not adequately prepared to undertake their majors. Recommendations have often come to us asking for preparatory training in both technical and business English. This then seemed like a golden opportunity to find a curriculum that met the needs of our students and of the other departments at JIC. An opportunity to find a modern course that would put JIC at the cutting edge of teaching English. To find a course that focused on writing and grammar rather than the fashionable idea of communicative English, that is to say, putting students in small groups so they can talk to each other. After all, how can you do communicative activities with this many students in a class? So, the task for the ELC's Curriculum Development Committee was to find a course that focused on grammar, had a wide-ranging writing component, as few communicative activities as possible, and would prepare our students for their majors. After several months of research and evaluation, the Curriculum Development Committee unveiled its proposal in the spring of 2010. What follows is that proposal. The proposed curriculum change would see the introduction of 3 separate books, all published by the Pearson-Longman Group. The main skills book would be Language Leader. The grammar book would be Focus on Grammar, and returning to a system once used at JIC, the students would be divided into technical and business streams. Technical students would study Technical English, and the business students would do Market Leader. In the considered opinion of our committee, these books are the best available in the market today. The next question is fairly obvious. The whole proposed curriculum is integrated, in that the skills book teaches all of the main components that our students need. If we look at Language Leader, in the table of contents there is a full breakdown of each unit. For example, Unit 10 of the pre-intermediate book has grammar, the present continuous for future agreement, and the past simple passive. The vocabulary targets people and organizations. The reading looks at the United Nations and Microsoft. The listening is about students and Interpol. Of course, there are speaking and pronunciation activities. Each unit has a scenario where the language can be developed in more practical terms. Here, they have to give a presentation. There is even a section designed to improve study and writing skills. In this one, students have to write an essay for and against an argument. At the beginning of each unit, the key targets are clearly laid out. The books are intelligently written, culturally appropriate, colourful, and deal with real-world subjects that will hopefully interest our students. As well as the course books, there is also a workbook with more exercises, audio CDs for more listening practice, and CD-ROMs for self-study at home. The question of grammar has been an issue for some time. Most teachers would not have chosen Betty Azar's book for JIC. Apart from the fact that it's rather dull and uninspiring, it is a reference book designed for self-study at home. And even for that, there are better ones on the market. Much more suitable is Focus on Grammar, an excellent classroom book that describes itself as having an integrated skills approach because, just like Language Leader, it covers all of the important language elements. It reinforces its objectives through reading, listening, speaking, and writing. A lot of writing. At the back of the book there is even a section called From Grammar to Writing, which gives a specific writing task based on the grammar objective covered. As an example, Unit 4 of Book 1 covers this is, those are, the possessive adjectives. Grammar in context demonstrates the point through a conversation, the language point actually being used. New vocabulary is clearly presented, as are the actual grammar rules the students need to learn. This is then reinforced by many varied exercises. This one is a correct the mistakes, and this one a listening gap fill. To go with the course book, there is a comprehensive workbook for the student to practice his writing. The books are student-friendly, colourful, and have enough material to keep even the most active student busy, and, as with all of the course books recommended here, come with extra resources for students and teachers, available on CD and the Internet. The third element of the new proposal is the preparation for the specializations. Technical English and Market Leader share the same basic concepts as Language Leader and Focus on Grammar. Colourful and student-friendly, they are designed around themes, which have a whole range of activities to keep students engaged. This vocabulary exercise comes from Technical English, as does this graphic Spot the Hazards exercise. This reading in Market Leader is in real English. This one comes from the Financial Times. This listening also comes from Book 1 of Market Leader.
In 1993, we realized that the world was changing at an ever-increasing pace. And Peter Drucker, one of the best management thinkers of all time, said, "You need to renew your skills every 3 years or you'll become obsolete." So the question was, how to achieve that in Unipart?
A company director speaking real English in real time. There are no dedicated writing books on this proposed course. That is the benefit of an integrated curriculum. There is more than enough writing to keep the students going and to help in their advancement from this, the elementary stage where they have to rearrange words to form a sentence, to this, writing an article about a process. A huge jump from simple guided writing to free writing on a technical subject. If they can do this, they will certainly be ready for English 3 and their majors. The plan is quite simple. In their first semester, the students will study 10 hours of the Language Leader course and 10 hours of grammar. This is an intensive drive to get them well versed in the basics of English. At the end of the semester, they will have covered 2 Language Leader books and the first Focus on Grammar. For benchmarking purposes, we can call this pre-intermediate level. In the second semester, the students will be streamed into technical and business streams. Each of these streams will then do 2 of the dedicated course books for 10 hours a week. They will also study Book 2 of Focus on Grammar for 5 hours, and a further 5 hours for the third intermediate Language Leader book. So, that's the proposal. A modern, integrated course designed to improve the level of our students. We now have an opportunity to do something positive for our students and to lead the way for other institutions in the area. I commend this curriculum for your consideration.